Today's podcast is brought to you by Anchor. And if you haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify, let me tell you, it is the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place. Let me explain. Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. When hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcast, and more. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. And best of all, Anchor is totally free. So download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. I can't wait to hear what you create. You are listening to the award-winning Welcome to Your Life podcast. I am your host, certified coach, yoga teacher, and founder of the Courageous Women's Book Club, Renee Reed. I am on a mission to change the world one woman at a time, inspiring and empowering women to put their healing first. As daughters, wives, mothers, sisters, and friends, we do so much for others. It's time we remind ourselves that we matter. If you are ready to heal, connect, and grow, you are in the right place. Let's get started. Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me today. You know, working a job that is crushing your soul each day can make it almost impossible for you to put your healing first. You want to quit, but then how would you eat or pay your bills? In today's podcast, I am sharing actionable tips to help you change your work situation or plan your exit gracefully. But before we get started, I want to personally invite you to download this month's selection from the Courageous Women's Book Club, The Courageous Woman's Guide to Stop Thinking Like a Victim. This ebook and workbook bundle is for the woman who is tired of living in the past, one who wants to heal her mind and create a life filled with peace, love, and joy. You can get both for only $6. Are you ready to change your life? Plus, we donate $1 from every purchase to the Atlanta Mission to help them continue the wonderful work they do, feeding, clothing, and supporting homeless moms and their children. We are healing ourselves and helping others. And I want to thank you so much, my sisters, for your support. Now, on with the show. Hey guys, thanks so much for joining the show and welcome to episode 59 of the Welcome to Your Life podcast. I am your host, Renee Reed, and today our show is entitled Before You Say Take This Job and Shove It, 5 Ways to Manage a Job You Hate. Now, I, like many of you, have had to work a job that raised my stress and anxiety levels every day I had to go in, which is sad because for many of us, a large portion of our days is spent at work. In fact, the average person will spend 90,000 hours at work over a lifetime. So what do you do when you find yourself working a job you cannot stand? This can happen for a myriad of reasons. It might be your job duties, your work environment, the commute, or the personality of your supervisor, or all of the above. But even though you need the paycheck every 2 weeks, it is getting harder and harder to force yourself to go to work. Before you use up all your sick time and vacation time, avoid the temptation to just quit. The situation might be salvageable, but if you do decide to leave, it is best to do so with a plan. You can empower yourself to face a job that no longer serves your needs with the right strategy. So before you give in to that urge to quit, please consider these tips. First, understand exactly why you do not like your job. If you can pinpoint the challenges of your current position, you might be able to resolve them. At the very least, you can ensure that the next job you take does not have the same issues. So take some time, sit quietly, and make a list of what you do not like. Be specific. Is it your boss? Is it the hours you work or your work environment? Is the pay too low for all of the duties that you are responsible for? Are your coworkers making your work environment unfriendly? Is your job description or your duties something that you can change? Once you have compiled your list, now you're going to look at what you can change. Do you have the power to change any aspects of your job that you do not like? For example, you might be able to alter your schedule or move to a different cubicle. There might be other positions within the company that would be a better fit for your skill set, so make sure you check the job board. Whatever you do, avoid being a victim and look for ways to change your situation. You might be able to develop new skills. So this might be a great time while you are still in your current position to learn a new skill. And maybe even have your employer pay for you to take that training. See what skills you can learn to strengthen your resume. Now, this tip might be a hard one, but it's to be grateful. I know this sounds hard, but gratitude is a great tool to help you get through the rough spots in your life. So make a list of all the benefits of having your job. Looking for the good in any situation will give you the strength you need to hold on until you can change it. And if none of those things work, then plan your exit strategy. You want to exit gracefully without burning any bridges, because you never know when you might need to call that ex-supervisor for a reference. And I know we've all dreamt of flipping over a table and yelling, "I quit," as we walk gallantly out the door. But do not make this move too quickly. Instead, take the time to identify your options. What is the best choice you can make for your future? You might want to take this time to make a list of the qualities of the jobs, your boss, and coworkers that you are looking for. What specifically do you not like about your current position so that you don't repeat it in the next position? Make a list of the companies that you're interested in and why you're interested in them. Check to see if you will need any additional training to get your ideal job, and will your current employer pay for that training? And one thing that I'd like you to do is I'd like you to think about, when was the last time you updated your resume or CV? I cannot tell you how many clients that I have helped when looking for a new position, and they are still using the same resume and just adding their new job to the top of the resume. That is not what you want to do, my friends. The other thing I want you to do is to think about who you can reach out to in a position that you really want. LinkedIn is a wonderful tool when used correctly to make connections with people in new companies. And then, what is your current financial picture? How long will you have to work this job before you can leave it? Or can you just leave it right now without having another job in place? The most important tip I have for you, and this is probably the hardest one, is to be patient. Patience is a virtue and much needed during this time of transition. When you make decisions too quickly, you might regret them later. So taking your time will ensure that you are making the right move for yourself and for your family. It might be uncomfortable now, but you will save yourself some wasted time and heartache by not moving too quickly. And my friends, I speak from experience. I once left a job because they did not promote me. And that's okay. You can leave a job if you don't get promoted. I put together this really great plan to merge two different departments, and my immediate supervisor, thought it was excellent. She and I pitched it to her supervisor, and he shot it down immediately. So I left in protest, only to find out a couple of weeks later, wow, I still need to eat and pay my bills. So I had to take a job that I really did not like, just to cover me until I could find something else. So I don't want that to happen to you. So be patient, go through the list of things that we talked about today, and get really specific in what you are looking for in your next position. The last thing you want to do is to leave one job thinking you're moving to greener pastures, only to find that the greener pastures are the same as the one you left. Everyone has dealt with a job they do not like. Now, this would be a great time, like I said, to reach out to a friend or a trusted colleague and ask their advice. Just know that you are not alone. And before you quit, you can take a deep breath and plan your escape with intention and grace. Heal, connect, and grow. Ladies, join us. At Welcome to Your Life, we are creating a community where women feel safe, connected, and loved. Inside of the group, you will find additional trainings and support to inspire you to put your healing first and create the life you want to live so that you don't get stuck living the life you have. We are changing the world one woman at a time. So join us. Don't let trauma, heartbreak, or grief prevent you from stepping into your financial, physical, spiritual, and emotional power. Let's take this healing journey together. Just click the link in the show notes or head over to our Welcome to Your Life Facebook page and click on group. Just answer the 3 questions to join, and we will see you on the inside.